welcome back to this video tutorial on computer graphic and image processing laboratory. Today we'll be exploring program number 3, which focuses on demonstrating the basic geometric operation on 3D object using VPython package. Okay, so why are we waiting? Let's get started the video. This program in Visual Studio Code or VS Code, you will need to have Python installed on your system, and as well as VPython package, which is Python library for creating 3D visualization and animation. Okay, now we see the installation of V package. Open Visual Studio Code and open the terminal. It is the available in the navigation bar here in terminal. In the terminal that open the bottom on your VS Code window, this is the window. Type this command. Command is pip install VPython. This command will install the VPython package using the Python package installer pip. The next, creating new file in VS Code. Creating new file by clicking on file, new file, or pressing Ctrl+N and save the file with the .py extension. Example, I give the I will create the file name as 3d underscore animation.py and type the code I provided in our website. Okay, I can explain the line by line code. The first line is from VPython import canvas, box, cylinder, vector, color, rate. This line import the necessary classes and functions from the VPython library. These include canvas for creating 3D scenes, box and cylinder for creating 3D object, vector for representing 3D vectors. Next, color for defining colors and rate for controlling the frame rate of the animation. Next line is create 3D canvas. Scene is equals to canvas of width is equals to 800 and height is equals to 600. Background color is equals to color dot white. This line create 3D canvas means a scene with a width of 800 pixel, a height of 600 pixel and a white background color. And the next line is define function to draw a cuboid. Define draw cuboid position, length, width, height of, color function. Cuboid is equals to box of position is equals to vector star position, length is equals to length, width is equals to width, height is equals to height, color is equals to color. Return the cuboid. This function define a way to create 3D cuboid means box object. It takes the position of a position POS and length, width and height and color as a arguments. And these as a arguments create a box object with the properties and returns the object cuboid object. And the next line is define a function to draw a cylinder. Define draw cylinder position, radius, height, color. CYL is equals to cylinder of position is equals to vector of star POS, radius is equals to radius, height is equals to height, color is equals to color. Return CYL. This function defines a way to create 3D cylinder object. It takes the position POS, radius, height and color as arguments. Create cylinder object with these properties and returns the cylinder object CYL object. And the next line is define a function to translate 3D object. Define translate of object, delta x means dx, dy is, dz. Obj dot position is plus is equals to vector means increment vector, dx, dy, dz. This function translate or moves 3D object by specified amount in the x, y, and z direction. It takes the object obj and translation amount dx, dy, dz as an argument and update the position attribute of the object by adding translation vector. The next line is define a function to rotate the 3D object. Define as a function as rotate object angle axis. Object obj dot rotate of angle is equals to angle axis is equals to vector of star axis function close. This function rotates a 3D object by specified angle around a given axis. It takes as the object obj the rotation angle in degrees and rotation axis as argument and calls the rotate method of object with these parameters. Define scale object, and the next function is define a scale object comma sx comma sy comma sz. Object dot size is equals to vector of object dot size dot x star multiplication sx comma object dot size dot y multiplication of sy comma object dot size dot z multiplication of sz function close. These function scales are resizes the 3D object by specified scale factor in each dimension comma x comma y comma and z. It takes the object obj and the scale factors xx comma xy comma sz as arguments and the update the size attribute of the object by multiplying its current size width with the scale factors. The next function is draw a cuboid. Cuboid is equals to draw underscore cuboid minus 2 comma 0 comma 0 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma color dot blue. This line create blue cuboid with a position of minus 2 comma 0 comma 0, a length of 2, a width of 2 and height of 2 using draw cuboid function defined earlier. Next translation. Next is translation. Translate the cuboid. Translation means moves cuboid comma 4 comma 0 comma 0. This line translate moves the cuboid by 4 unit in the positive x direction using the translate function defined earlier. The next is rotate the cuboid. Rotate of cuboid comma angle is equals to 45, axis is equals to 0 comma 1 comma 0 function close. This line rotates the cuboid by 45 degree around the y-axis 0 comma 1 comma 0 using the rotate function defined earlier. And the next function is a scale function. Scale the cuboid. Scale of a function open cuboid comma 1.5 comma 1.5 comma 1.5. This line scales the resizes the cuboid by factor of 1.5 on in all dimension x comma y comma and z using the scale function defined earlier. The next line is draw a cylinder. Draw cylinder is equals to draw cylinder function open 2 comma 2 comma 0 comma 1 comma 10 color dot red. This line create a red cylinder with position 2 comma 2 comma 0, a radius of 1, a height of 10th using the draw cylinder function defined earlier. And the next translate the cylinder function. Translate cylinder comma 0 comma minus 2 comma 0. This line translate or moves the cylinder by minus 2 units in the negative y direction using translate function defined earlier. Next function is rotate the cylinder. Rotate function open cylinder comma angle is equals to 30, axis is equals to 1 comma 0 comma 0. This line rotates the cylinder by 3D degree around the x-axis 1 comma 0 comma 0 using the rotate function defined earlier. Next is scale the cylinder. Scale of cylinder comma 1.5 comma 1.5 comma 1.5. This line scales resizes the cylinder by factor of 1.5 in all dimension x comma y comma and z using the scale function we defined earlier. And the next line is keep the 3D scene interactive while true rate of 30. The while this while loop keeps the 3D scene interactive and update the animation at a rate of 30 frame per second using the rate function input from VPython. Typing the program, this program After completion of program, just run this program by clicking the run function in above navigation bar, in VS Code above navigation bar. Here run function, click on this function and select the start debugging, or in your keyboard enter the F5 key, and next it will open the local server like this. In my case, this program is open in the Firefox. In your case, you choose the any Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome and Microsoft Bing. All these browsers, it will open local server. This is the created 3D animation object. This is the output of our program. While running the program, this program, if you found any errors like attribute error, model lib no attribute, something like this, you find this error, check out the below description box. I will give the error resolved Stack Overflow link in below description box. Use that and install the in your Python, in your terminal, in VS Code terminal. Just install this pip install open SSL upgrade. To install this, the error is resolved. I will also provide this link in below description box.